All right, going to give you a demo of the Octom LinkedIn Assistant. It's a new tool that I've made that sort of helps you reduce the amount of time that you spend on LinkedIn, engaging in comments and keeping up to date with people to help you grow your following faster. And so, as you are on an activity page, the LinkedIn Octom Assistant sort of tracks your progress and summarizes posts automatically for you. For any given post, you can generate comments just by clicking the button here. It will generate comments in different voices that you are able to configure. And so if we jump over here, I can show you how you might configure those voices. You see here we've got an authoritative voice, we've got a humor voice, we also have a curiosity voice. And so if we jump over here, you'll see that I have these different comment profiles. These are different voices that I can use to sort of generate my comments. So, me personally, I have a variant that's authoritative. It produces like a direct, authoritative response. I also have a humor one in case like the post has, I want to give like a humorous response. Curiosity sort of, asks a question, dives deeper, and so on and so forth. For each of these voices, I can actually train them to be better, right? Like authoritative, I can give it good samples that it generated and why I like that sample. And so training is simple as ever. While you're on any given page, let's go back to the one we just did, authoritative. You can come in here and be like, oh, this is really good. Here's why this is really good. Include this in the training. And now as it generates more authoritative comments, it will use the good comment that you said was good as a part of that. And so the next piece of this is also connecting it up to datasets. So, it's one thing to have examples of what it's like to, comment like you, but it's another thing to actually know things that you know. And so datasets are AI-based databases that allow you to add documents that tell the AI when it's creating comments, your backstory, it's writing samples, things that you commonly write about, the things that are important to you. And so you can click, you can test this AI database. I've got a bunch of documents in here. Let me ask it, what do I typically write about? Let me go ahead and ask this question and it'll give me a response based off that database. I typically write about personal branding and software professionals, authenticity, storytelling, and content creation. This is 100% accurate. This is what I tend to write about. And it knows this because it has access to these different LinkedIn posts, 21 different documents that I've uploaded just by dragging them in here to build out this database. And so now when it goes to create content, create comments, it knows and it can reference those stories, those posts, those things that I've written in the past. So that's the data sets. That's how we make the comments super duper relevant. The last feature of Octom that is really, really powerful is the workflow feature, which is watch lists. If you look throughout here, you'll see that every profile on the page has a little plus icon next to it, and it allows you to add these people to different watch lists. Watch lists are buckets of people profiles that you might want to engage with and keep track of. And so, you can define as many watch lists as you want. I have one for people with big followings so that when they post, I can be, at the top of their comments. There's another one here that is, people who've engaged with me. People who have engaged with me, I engage with them, and it creates a relationship. I've got another one where I'm sort of tracking other people who are doing like LinkedIn stuff and LinkedIn content creation, commenting, that sort of stuff, other products, and I'm looking at people who've engaged with those products as they might be interested in checking out this LinkedIn assistant. I've also got a list of people that are friends of mine that I want to support them whenever they post. And so I can go through and add people to different watch lists. So maybe I'll add this person, for example, to the LinkedIn Assistant prospects. When we click into there, we'll see Christina Somerville is right there now on this list. And so let me back out of here. One of the other powerful things about this that makes it a workflow tool is that I can actually launch these profiles. And what it'll do is it will go through and open up each one of the profiles on my watch list. And because it's opening those up, it's detecting whether or not that person has posted recently. And if they have, it's automatically generating comments for me. And it does this in a way that emulates human behavior. So we're opening up a bunch of profiles here. If you open up too fast, LinkedIn will start to rate limit you. And so what we do is we put a delay in there that is reasonable, that allows these watch lists to open. And so while these are opening, you go up, you grab a cup of coffee, you come back, and then you can engage with the profiles that have recent activity. If you take a look at the top here, you'll see profiles with recent activity actually light up in the tab with new one. So this new one here is a profile that has posted within the last 24 hours. But you see this profile here did not light up as new. It is not posted within the last 24 hours. And so what we can do is after we've launched all these profiles is we can close out the ones that have not been active recently, which will allow us to focus only on the profiles that have new content on a day-to-day basis that you might want to engage with. And so let's go ahead and close these out as they've not posted recently. We can go to one of these that have posted recently. We can see this post here, a summary of it there. It's auto-generated some comments here in my voice. Click through some of these. This one is about lower LinkedIn activity during holidays. Here we go. Short and sweet. We'll say December is for honest momentum. So this is one of my profiles is just like a real quick, snippy, like single sentence, few words, like to the point. So we click send it. It puts it over here in the comment box, and if we like it, we can go ahead and make that comment. And so there we go, just like that. This one's done. I've made a comment on it. We'll move on to the next one. And so this process here reduces so much time invested in making comments on LinkedIn, because I can follow the people that I want to engage with, my potential prospects, launch the watch list, close out the people who are not engaging or who have not posted recently, and only engage with the people who have new content. And so I have a process every day at 9 in the morning. I go through and I engage with several of these watch lists and the people who are posting. LinkedIn is one of those platforms where the more you engage with others, the more they engage with you. It's a give and take. So you're not going to be able to get people to engage with you if you're not giving. And so this tool really helps with that. And so just like that, I'm on my way, and in just a few minutes I've generated some comments and posted those, and these comments are in my voice. So that is the Octom LinkedIn Assistant. I appreciate you watching this video.